Hello rail fans, and welcome to another French Fried Trains Minecraft locomotive tutorial. Today, by request, we're going to be building Norfolk Southern 1066, the New York Central Heritage Unit. And this is an SD70 Ace, so let's get right into the build here. So the first step is to take a dark oak stair for the coupler, and we'll get that attached up. Underneath it, we're going to put a dark oak fence gate, and then we're going to put a dark oak fence on either side of the coupler. Then on the next block, in the middle down on the rails, we need to get a polished black stone block. Delete that bottom one. Then a smooth quartz block on either side of it, and an upside down outward facing polished black stone stair on either side. Then we invert it so it's a checkerboard pattern with smooth quartz blocks and polished blackstone blocks on the next layer. Then right here, a 3-block tall T-shape of polished blackstone and an end rod above each rail. In front of that, a 5x3 of polished blackstone blocks. Then we're going to swing around on the front here, and we're going to put 2 smooth quartz slabs and a polished blackstone slab in the middle. Then 3 oak slabs coming up the side to be the stairs. Same thing on this side here. Then we'll put a dark oak button on the side here and over here. Come around in front of it and we'll do our wheels. Skip 1 block forward on bottom and get a netherite on each rail with an end rod axle. Then we're going to put upside down polished deep slate stairs in a back-to-back T-shape pattern that's 5 blocks wide. Then another set of netherite wheels with an end rod axle. And then another back-to-back T-shape of polished deep slate stairs, upside down, 5 blocks wide. Then a final set of netherite wheels with an end rod axle. Then we'll open dark oak fence gates into the ends of the wheels here, and we'll also open them into the ends of the wheels down on this side here. Then we'll take out polished blackstone block on this second layer, and we'll fill in the top middle 3 down the length of this truck. We're going to come out 1 block past where those fence gates are. Then we'll come underneath it and put 3 blocks across the bottom. Then coming off that bottom block, we're going to put a row of upside down, outward facing, polished blackstone stairs, and that's going to be 17 blocks long in total. Once you have 17 blocks, 3 polished blackstone block across this end, and then same thing on this side, a row of upside down, outward facing polished blackstone stairs, and bring it all the way back down to the bottom on this side to frame in our fuel tank. Then we'll go back to polished blackstone block on this second layer and fill in the top middle 3, coming down the length of the fuel tank here. We'll stop at the end of the fuel tank for now. Then we'll do our next set of wheels, so skip 1 block forward from this down on the rails. Get a netherite on each rail with an end rod axle. Then just like before, upside down, polished deep slate stairs, in a back-to-back T-shape pattern that comes 5 blocks wide. In front of that, another set of netherite wheels with an end rod axle, and then another set of upside down, polished deep slate stairs, 5 blocks wide, in a back-to-back T-shape pattern. Then a final set of netherite wheels with an end rod axle. Open dark oak fence gates into the ends of the wheels here, and also into the ends of the wheels down on this end here. Then we'll go back to polished blackstone block, and we'll fill in the top middle 3, coming down the length of this truck here. We'll stop above where the fence gates are. In front of that, we're going to make a 5x3 of polished blackstone blocks coming out to each side of the rails here. In front of that, a T-shaped pattern in the middle and an end rod on bottom above each rail. Then in front of this on bottom, we're going to put 3 polished black stone stairs, right side up, coming across the rails. And an upside down polished black stone stair on the outside edge facing outward. Then in the top middle here, 2 smooth quartz slabs stacked up. Then an upside down polished black stone stair facing forward on either side of that, and an upside down smooth quartz stair on either side of that. On the top, 2 smooth quartz slabs and a polished black stone slab in the middle. Then we'll turn around on the middle here and stack up a dark oak stair to be our coupler, delete the one we used for placement. Underneath it, put a dark oak fence gate and open dark oak fence gates on either side of the coupler. Then in this gap, we'll put 3 oak slabs coming up on the bottom hip boxes of each side to be the stairs. Now come on the side of the truck here, and above each wheel, put a polished deep slate slab. Same thing here, slabs above the wheels. Then of course we'll do the other side, slabs above these wheels. One more corner to go, slabs above these wheels here. Then we're going to take a grindstone and come underneath, and in front of each wheel on the side we're going to put an upside down grindstone. Same thing here, upside down grindstones in front of the wheels. Then we'll do the other side, grindstones in front of these wheels. One more corner to go here, grindstones in front of these wheels here. Now my front end's facing the void here, making this the engineer side, so come to the back on the engineer side of the fuel tank and put 5 anvils. Then skip 3 blocks, and then fill in the front half of the fuel tank with anvils to be our air tanks. Then in this gap between the air tanks, we're going to put a crimson button, a player head, and a crimson sign. Come over to the other side. On this side, it's just a full row of polished black stone blocks down the length of the fuel tank up here. Come towards the back of the fuel tank. On the 6th block in from the back, we're going to put a crimson sign, then a player head, then a crimson button. Then come over on the engineer side, on the back of the fuel tank here. Right here, we put a brewing stand. Then we'll come up to the front on the engineer side. In front of this first wheel, we put a bell. Then we're going to take out a chain, put a chain here in that gap, a chain in each of these 2 gaps up here. Come down to this side, put a chain in there, a chain here, and a chain here. Then on the 3rd layer up, we're going to fill in the top middle 3 end to end with polished black stone block. Then on the outside edge on top, we're going to go end to end on both sides with smooth quartz slabs. Now come on top of the front, on the 3rd block back from the front, put a black wool on either side. Then on the right hand side, we're going to put a light gray concrete and a black wool in the middle. Then on the next layer, a light gray concrete on each side and come in by 1 on the right, and then make this T shape of black wool in the middle. Then we need to make a banner, so come into a loom with a black banner and red dye and put a red circle in the middle. That will be for our logo, and we're going to hang that in the center right here. Then you're going to want to take that banner and put it in your inventory, because we'll need it later. Then on each side of the front, a forward-facing polished black stone stair. Swing around to the side, and we're going to put a black wool on bottom on each side, then a light gray concrete above that, and then a sideways facing polished black stone stair on each side. Fill in this middle 3 on top with black wool. Then we'll come down on bottom behind this here. Behind it, on each side, we're going to put a black wool, 2 black shulker boxes, and a black wool. Then a full row of 4 light gray concrete on each side. Above that, we're going to put 2 light gray concrete on the back of each side, and then 2 black wool in front of it. Then take out light blue stained glass block. We're going to put 2 coming across here, a black wool in the middle, and 2 more. Then 2 light blue stained glass panes on each side, and a black wool behind it. Then we'll come on top here, fill in the top middle 3 with black wool, and then extend that down to the back of the cab. On the outside edge, outward facing, polished black stone stairs in a row of 4. Same thing on this side here. Then coming off the top middle behind the cab, we're going to extend a line of black wool 7 blocks long. Then 2 cobbled deep slate. Then we're going to put 2 iron bars on each side of the cobbled deep slate. Behind the cobbled deep slate here, we're going to put a smoker to be the exhaust. Then a black wool on either side of that and 3 black wool behind it. On this engineer side, in front of these iron bars, we're going to do 1 black wool here, and then a sideways observer, and then in front of that observer, black wool all the way up till it meets up with the cab roof. Then we'll come over to the conductor side here, and this side's a little bit different than the other side. On this side, we're going to put a full line of 7 black wool going from the cab roof and all the way back to where the iron bars are. Then we'll skip forward by 1 from the iron bars, and we're going to put 4 black stained glass panes on the outside edge. Then we'll put a ladder 1 block back from the cab here for a vent. Then 1 block in from the outside on bottom, we're going to run 2 rows of black wool down to the end of this dynamic brake section here. Then above that, 1 full row of light gray concrete. And then above that, 1 full row of black wool. Then we'll come work on this side. So same thing, 1 block in. We're going to run 2 full rows of black wool down to the end of this section. Then up here is a little different. We have to skip 1 block back from the cab with our gray concrete here. So there's room for a door. Then same thing here, skip 1 block back and black wool down to the end of it. Then come over to the conductor side so we can do our inverter box here. So on this side on bottom, starting right behind the cab, we're going to take black wool in a line that's 5 blocks long. Then another 5 above it, then 5 light gray concrete above it. Then in front of this, we're actually going to do 2 more black wool and a light gray concrete. Behind it, a 2x2 of black wool and 2 vertical polished basalt on top. Then up here, 5 ladders for vents, skip 1 block down and 5 ladders down there. So it looks like this. After that, behind this on bottom, we're going to put 1 polished deep slate wall in the corner. Then we'll come over on the engineer side, behind the cab on bottom, and we're going to put a row of 6 black wool coming back from the cab. Then above that, 2 black wool, then 3 black shulker boxes. Then we'll come down and start working from the back end of the locomotive here. So on this 3rd block in the middle, we're going to make a column of 5 black wool, then 5 here, and 5 here. In front of this on bottom, 3 netherite in the middle, and 3 sideways anvils. On this outside edge, we're going to make a 3x3 of iron bars because there's a big vent back here. Same thing over here, a 3x3 of iron bars on this side. Then we'll come up above it and we'll fill in these 2 layers up to the top with black wool on both sides. And we can go ahead and fill in the top with black wool as well. Once we have that back section in place here, we're going to finish the rest of this stripe. So take out light gray concrete, come up to the front and connect it with the stripe we already have, and we'll start bringing that all the way back. We're going to stop 1 block before this vent section. Then we're going to come down underneath it, bring it down by one, then over, and we'll also take out this corresponding block here and put it gray there so it goes past the vent section. Same thing here, so we'll knock out this one, put our light gray, then light gray, two of them here, then up one, and we'll bring that forward until it connects up with the stripe up front. Then we can go ahead and switch to black wool and fill in everything underneath this stripe with black wool. Bring it right down to the back here. Fill in all underneath this. Then we'll do the same thing here. Fill in these two top ones too. And then fill in all underneath this on this side. All the way up till it meets up here. Then back here, knock out that one, put a polished black stone stair, and then close the trapdoor above it for the brake wheel. Then on this next layer up, on each side, we're going to take out black wool and extend it 9 blocks forward. Then come back here on top, and we're going to extend black wool out sideways 5 blocks wide. Then we'll extend out the side to the front of this section here. Then we'll come across the front, and we'll extend out this side as well so we have a giant rectangle. Then in the center of it, 3 coming across so it divides into 2 squares, and fill in the rest of the top down in those holes with black wool. Then in each of those squares we'll make a flush shape with polished black stone block. Put a cobbled deep slate in the middle of each of them, and an oak trapdoor to be a fan. Then go around the tops of them with polished black stone slabs. Skip 1 block back, make a plush shape with iron trapdoors because there's another fan. Knock out the center, cobbled deep slate, and an oak trapdoor in the middle. Then on the side of the top here, we're going to put 1 ladder aligned with the front of that fan, and 1 ladder aligned with the back. On this side, the vents are a little different. We put 3 rows of 2 ladders on that side. Then we're going to come underneath where it sticks out here and put upside down deep slate tile stairs for the vents underneath. And the same thing on this side here. Upside down deep slate tile stairs to the end of that section. Then we're going to come here, right above here, and knock out these 2 black wool. And the same thing right here. Then we'll start right here and bring smooth quartz all the way forward to represent the lettering where it says New York Central, since we don't have enough room to spell it out with banners. Fill in this middle with black wool. Then we're going to put 2 rows of 3 polished black stone slabs across here. Open back-to-back dark oak fence gates in the middle for a horn. And fill the rest of this section all around the horn with polished black stone slabs. Come up front to the top of the cab, skip 1 block back on the roof, 3 dark oak trapdoors. Then a black candle on each side, and then 3 more dark oak trapdoors. Then we're going to take out black carpet, and we're going to start filling the top of this dynamic brake section with black carpet. We'll have to crouch to put it on that observer. Then we'll fill in above these vents, and then around this exhaust, dark oak trapdoors. Then we'll come back up front with black carpet here. A T-shape of black carpet on this front porch. Come back here, black carpet across the top of this box. Then down here, all the way down this walkway to the back of the locomotive. Come around this corner, then a T-shape on the back porch and out to the side, and then all the way up this side with the black carpet. Then up on that stair, then we'll have to come up here and crouch to place it on top of these shulker boxes, and black carpet down to the end of this. Then a dark oak door here, and a dark oak door on the nose here. Then we put a white stained glass pane there for a rear view mirror and one on this side. Then we're going to take out oak fence. Right here we come up by 4. Here we'll come up 3 over 1 and then up 2. Then dark oak by 2 here and 2 dark oak here. Then back to oak, up 3 here, over 1, up 2. Then up by 4 with oak here. Same thing back here. So we're going to come up by 4 with oak right here. Then up by 3 right here. Over 1, up 2. Then 2 dark oak. Then the same pattern on this side. Then up by 4 with oak here. Then switch back to dark oak. Connect it up at the back there, and we'll start bringing that forward up this side of the locomotive. Bring it all the way up to this inverter box. When we get right here, we come up by 3 and then start coming sideways again, and bring that up until it connects with the back of the cab. Then we'll come over to the other side, go down to the back again, connect it up right here, and start bringing it all the way up this side. When we get by this stair, we come up 1, over 1, up 1, and then over to connect up with the cab. Now we'll come up front, put a glow item frame on each of these 2 fences with glowstone to be ditch lights. Then a glow item frame with glowstone in the top middle for a headlight. And then on the side of that, we're going to take out a birch sign for our number plate. And the number for this one is 1066. And same thing on the other side here. Then we'll come down and work on the back end. So back here on this end, 1 block down from the top in the very center, we're going to put a glow item frame with a glowstone for the rear headlight. Then under it, an oak trapdoor closed because there's a vent. To the side of it, we're going to put a dark oak sign for our number plate on the back with 1066. Same thing on the other side. Then we're going to hit those with white dye and then a glow ink sac. Now we'll come back in our inventory and grab our banner from earlier and put that on the bottom center there. Now we're going to come back into our loom with a black banner and light gray dye. We make the left half light gray and then a horizontal across the top. Then we do the opposite, right half light gray, horizontal across the top. Then we'll come up here. We put this one right here. We can't do the other side because of the door. And we'll come put these on the back as well just to make it look a little better. So on this side it goes pointing that way and the other banner pointing this way on that side. Now we'll work on the interior, so come on in through this nose door. We'll put an end portal for a toilet in that corner. Then we'll take smooth sandstone slabs and stack it up to the bottom of the window. Same thing on this side. Then on the side here, we're going to stack our slabs up 2 blocks tall and right here in front of that door. Then we'll use our slabs to make a staircase coming down here. And on this side, we'll stack it up 2 blocks tall as well. Then in the back middle, a blast furnace and a glowstone to light it. Up here, a slab on that side for a conductor desk, a glow item frame with an end crystal in the middle and a lever for the engineer. Turn around and put a stair on each side to be seats. Then come back down through these stairs and put a door right here. And there we have it, folks. We've completed our New York Central Heritage Unit. I hope you enjoyed the build. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And everyone have a great week. Stay safe out there, rail fans.